Alright, so what's up guys, it's Justin with Team Food, and today I'm here to bring you guys my Rokket Dragon deck profile. This is the deck that I played at the Indianapolis Regional this past Saturday. I unfortunately didn't do too well just because this deck is a little fragile, and by a little it's very fragile. When the combo resolves, you just win the game. But unfortunately, like, a lot of people are playing hand traps for Spiral, and this deck loses to the same things that Spiral does. The reason why I decided to play this deck is just because I think it's really a lot of fun, and the board you can end on is insane, and I'll be showing you guys that in the combo video I'll be posting tomorrow. But to get started, we have 3 Rokket Tracer. This is just like your main Rokket cards, your tuner. Effect lets you pop a card to special summon one from deck, which is really nice. So we have that. We have 2 Silver Rokket Dragon. 1900 Beat Stick, which is really good. And then we also have 2 Magna Rokket Dragon. I wanted to play a lot of level 4s, just so it's easier to make Savage Dragons, since we also have Metal Rokket Dragon. They all have effects, like when you pop them with Rokket Tracer, you can special summon a guy from your deck at the end phase. This is the only guy that doesn't have that. He's really nice because on your opponent's turn, you can use Tracer to bring this guy out. And his effect is that if a dark monster you control that was special summoned from the extra deck is destroyed by battle card effect, you can send this from your hand or field to the graveyard, and then you can target one monster with a different name and special summon it. So that didn't really come up. It came up in testing though. I play level 3, which is the Auto Rokket Dragon. He's good for popping back row. It's also nice because sometimes you're able to make a level 7 synchro as well with Auto Rokket and Tracer. So that's like an option. I play the 1 Rokket Synchron to revive the 2 Absol Rokket Dragons. He locks you into dark, so like this isn't a very good normal summon, but it is what it is. But I played the 2 Absoluter. I consider bumping this up to 3. I haven't tested it yet, but I thought that 2 was like fine, but 3's also I think would be pretty good. He's definitely one of the better cards in your deck just because he's a free extender and he's a free search. So he's your main guy that you dump off of like Dragon, Shrine, or Ravine if you don't have it. If you do have it, you special summon it, and then it goes to grave. And even if you don't have a Rokket, you can just like discard it. It's so good. For the rest of the dragons, we were playing 3 Starleech Seifert. This card is absolutely mandatory in this deck, in my opinion, because this card is basic. This card in like any extender is basically like the full combo. They're obviously playing the 1 black and 1 white. I open this literally every other game. And like there are a couple times where I opened both of these at the same time, and I would just like send this and summon Tracer, but like the fact that like this card is just, it's honestly just a break if you don't have this as well, because it's the only like light dragon in your deck. You're playing 2 Gateway Dragon. This card's really good for going second, just because like almost every deck links them, except for back row decks, you side that out. But Gateway Dragon's like your 4th and 5th normal summon, because it lets you special summon a level 4 or lower Dark Dragon from your hand, which is basically like all of them except for Seifert. So if you have, I did draw like this in Seifert at once, but Seifert's just so much better. For the big dragons, we're playing 1 Tempest. This card is, after you send Absol Rokket to the grave, you definitely want to send him. I think it's a little bit better than Strudo just because you don't have to pay the life points, and you always have dragons in your grave. But he's like the extra dragon you need. As part of the combo, you typically end on Unchained Abomination, Appaloosa for 3 with Borreload Savage Dragon. The only reason why you're able to end on Appaloosa is because you have like this extra dragon in your graveyard. So that's why I also played a Strudo. There are times where I open Absoluter and I have like I'm able to search Dragon Ravine off of Romulus, and then I can also have like Dragon Shrine in my hand. So I would send like just Strudo on top of it. And then if you target your Tracer on your side of the field, you make him level 3, and you have an extra level 4, you're able to make him the level 7 Synchro play. And I'm playing the 1 Livineer. If you he's really good. There's one game where I drew him, and I had Seifert in my grave, so I decided to just like hold it, just in case my opponent could break my board. And then I could use his effect to pop 2 problem cards, and then like OTK. But if not, if you don't have any lights, then you like sometimes he's the extra dragon as well, just banishing stuff, and you get to rip a card of your opponent's hand. I unfortunately didn't get to do that this weekend, but it is what it is. And then the 1 Red MD. Anytime I bricked or my combo got interrupted, if I saw this and this card resolved, I just won the grind game. It was so good drawing it. It's definitely not a brick going first, or if it's in your hand going first. This is the main target you summon off of LP, because we play guard dragons. But yeah, no. So I thought this was fine. For the spells, we're playing 3 quick launch. This is just a free monster. It's a combo deck, so we're playing 3 Call by the Grave. And then spicy tech was 3 Dragon's Mirror. So I'm actually playing 1 target my deck, which is a little weird, but there was one time where my Dragon's Mirror got Solemn Warninged, which was interesting from an Altergeist player, and that sucked, but I ended up opening 2, so I was able to make Borreload Furious Dragon the Fusion. And that card is honestly just insane. Like, you want to see this going first, and you usually have to discard a card for the combo, so having 2 of these isn't the worst thing in the world. Bare minimum, it's discard fodder. We're also playing 2 World Legacy Guard Dragon. This card is just a free extender. And then I was playing 3 at one point, but they just got to a point where I was just trying so many of them. It was ridiculous. 2 Dragon Shrine, going with the hard ones per turn thing. We don't want to see multiples of either of these cards. And then we're playing the Foolish, basically acting as a 3rd Dragon Shrine. We're playing 1 Monster Reborn. Really good going second. We don't have a lot of going second cards, so that is an option. We have the Dragon's Ravine, and then we have the Boot Sector Launch. Both of these being searchable, so only play 1 of each. Going into the extra deck, let's see here. So we played. So for this event specifically, I decided to bump it up to 2 Striker Dragon, just because in testing, the second one did come up in the grind game. If the first one didn't resolve, I could just make the second one. So that's why I decided to play 2, and I did play a good amount of back row decks, so I'm glad that I did play 2 Striker Dragon. And then we're playing both of the Guard Dragons. They're still legal. These cards are still really good. You use Red MD, special summon Red MD off of Alpi. Red MD brings back Striker Dragon. Striker Dragon pops Red MD, and then adds a card back, and then use Piss to bring back Red MD to special summon another guy. It's really good. For Link 2s, we have Quad Boral Dragon. This guy lets you discard a card, target a monster in the field, destroy it, and then you can special summon rocker monsters up to that monster's link rating, which is why we played Dillinger's Dragon. You target him, destroy him, special summon 2, and then when a rocker monster special summon from your graveyard, you bring him back, but he gets banished. And then this guy says you can't special summon link or 2 lower monsters from your extra deck, which is fine because you don't really need them. We'll play the one Romulus, search Ravine, and then the 1 Galaxy Satellite Dragon, just in case we break early game, and the only way we can combo is if we use Tracer's Effect, or we normal summon Rocket Synchron and locked ourselves in the Dark Extra Deck monsters. So we wouldn't be able to make Romulus. You can still make this as a Link 2 and do your Dark Guard Dragon stuff, and you can summon on a pretty decent board. I was playing Erratic Seal, but I ended up cutting it for this card. And so the reasoning of why I played this card, so you don't like just end on this and you lock your opponent on 3 zones. You end on this in the middle, so it stops their extra deck zone. And like you have like an Abomination here, which means they have a zone, but if they need to use their extra deck monster zones, you have to get rid of this. Because if they were to special summon a monster here, then you could destroy it, which is its effect. And then if your opponent would target, or when a card that's activated that targets this card, you can use the quick effect to tribute a monster and negate the activation. So it's pretty hard to deal with this card. There's sometimes you have like this, or like in the combo you'll end on like Dillinger's, like this would be like a Red MD with like 2 Rocket guys for your synchro plays. And you wouldn't have Tempest, Destrudo, or Chaos Dragon Levianeer as an extra monster in your graveyard to summon. So I would just use these 2 to make the flash charge, and then these 2 would be Savage Dragon. Just so I have like an extra disruption on board, just in case I can't extend as much as I would like to. Then we're playing the 1 Unchained Abomination. This card is disgusting. It says destroy, destroy, destroy. I absolutely love this card. This is honestly the main reason why this deck's even good. It provides 3 interruptions on your opponent's turn alone. If they try to kill like your Appaloosa or something, that would be right here. You just destroy the monster that killed it. It is insane. We're also playing 1 Appaloosa. A lot of people, I think, are playing this deck wrong because they immediately use Tracer's Effect to lock themselves into dark monsters. I hold Tracer's Effect until the very end, after I've made Appaloosa, to get the free monster off of it. Because in my combo, you can end on Appaloosa with 3 negates, which is insane with this. And then going second, you just make Brawl Sword and kill them most of the time. And then for the synchros, we are playing Borreload Savage Dragon, which is your main spell trap negate. I negated a Kaiju Slumber. I negated an Evenly Matched this weekend. It was really nice. It sucks when your opponent opens up Imper and Evenly. There's something you could do about that. They're going to win the game anyways. I was originally playing Draco, Berserker of the 10E guy, which also has 3,000 attack and it's a monster negate. But I cut it for this guy because if you were to get super polyed on your following turn, you can make this guy to bounce the Starving Venom and then he can attack again. Instead of all your guys getting destroyed. But there are also times you can end on like this, with Abomination, or you could have like these with the like the Flash Charge Dragon, just because of the way like the monsters work and how your hand is and stuff like that. So I really like Quantum Dragon. I think it's a really good card. And then like he can't target your Link guys, so you could even end on like Quantum Dragon with Appaloosa, and they have to target him. So I thought that Quantum Dragon was a pretty spicy attack. I only made him once this weekend, but when I did make him, it was game. And then for the last extra monster card, we're playing Borderlord Furious Dragon. If you don't know what this guy does, it's a quick effect on your opponent's turn. You can target a monster you control and a card your opponent controls and destroy them. Then you can banish them from the graveyard, and then target the Dark Link monster from your graveyard, which would be Unchained Abomination. Special summon it. He doesn't get his effects for that turn, but the following turn he does, and that's when you just go off and like win the game. For the side deck, I'm playing one Pankratops. The way I decided to side this deck was something I've never tried to do. So I tried to side in 7 cards going second instead of 6, just so I would see an extra card. And then I usually sided 4 cards going first. But I played the one Pankratops as the only monster. I played 3 Twin Twister for back row decks. I played 3 Dark Ruler No More for combo decks. I played 3 Evenly Matched for combo and back row, basically just anything going second. I also played 3 Appointer of the Red Lotus. So sometimes this deck, like, you use your entire hand, and you have to hold a card just so you can resolve this card. In which case you would end on, like, Abomination, Savage with, like, the Flash Charge guy, because you don't have the free monster. But I feel like just taking out, like, a Dark Ruler No More, or an Evenly Matched from their hand, or if they don't have any sided cards, just, like, an Extender, or something that would be a problem on the following turn, like a Judgment or something like that, or maybe if they have like a Nibiru, like they drew Nibiru, whatever the case may be. This card resolving is insane. Emoji Eyes, we're peeking at their hand and we're taking something. So this card's so good. And like you pay 2,000 life points, but this never came up in time. There's never an issue. I was basically, like with this deck, you're either winning or losing the game. So time is never really a problem. Red Reboot. Just because I expected to see a lot of Altergeist, which I did end up playing 2 Altergeist decks, and then Imperial Order for going first, just to lock out things. So the way I would side, because I know like a lot of people don't really know how to side deck, is like for combo decks, going second, I would side in the Pankratops, Dark Ruler No More, and then Evenly Matched. Just because like Pankratops is it's the Force Negate. It's also 2600 beater, which can come up depending on what happens. Like they have Appaloosa for 3, just special summon attack, which is super nice. But this usually gets the job done. For back row decks, I would side in the 3 Evenly Matched with 3 Twin Twister, and then Red Reboot. Especially for like trapped like Guru and Altergeist, like drawing the Red Reboot's insane. It's still at 1, but like I'd rather just side in 7 instead of 6. I wanted to see more cards, and there's a lot of cards that you can side on my deck. Like outside of like my Call by the Graves, Dragon's Mirror, both of the Gateway Dragons, and maybe like a Safer just because you don't want to open multiple normal summons. Going second, and I would just side these cards in, which is really nice. And then going first, I would obviously side in the Red Lotus and Imperial Order. Or if it was Altergeist, I would sign in Red Reboot. Just because Red Reboot's so good on your turn. Also stops like Imperm as well, so you can keep your Savage Negate. Unfortunately, I saw this card twice, which was good, but I never saw these cards. And they are one of, so obviously it happens. It would have been cool if I would have been able to resolve those cards though. Yeah, so that is it for my Rokket deck profile. I will be posting a combo video tomorrow. But thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more like deck profiles, combo videos, and stuff like that, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm unfortunately not going to be playing the Rokket deck anymore. I'm still be messing around with it for fun. Won't be playing it in tournaments, so it is what it is. But thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.